Peace, peace. I don't know if you know me, but if you do, then I don't need to introduce myself. What the fuck? Yo, my name is QthaElevated. Um, MC, poet, writer, fiction writer, nonfiction writer. I'm just a writer. I write everything. I love being a journalist. I've done numerous articles. I love writing fiction and nonfiction alike, like I just said, finishing up my first book right now. It's a memoir called Coffee. And I'll be choosing, after I do this last edit, I'll be figuring out how to go about publishing and things like that. I have some friends that are tapped in, and you know what I'm saying, they're gonna help me figure out some publishing things and how to go about that. So I'm excited, but I'm a writer through and through, man. That's what I do. That's what I love. Be it hip hop, be it rhymes, be it spoken word, be it just in a book. I want to do it all. I want to touch everything. I really want to touch film writing. I didn't get an opportunity to take script writing yet, but like I've self research and self study and stuff like that. I still might just go get like a certification or something. I don't know, but sky's the limit. Like I really want to. I want to do comedy writing too. One of my bros, my bro Freddie, he's a comedian, and one of my homegirls, she does stand up comedy as well as improv. And so like I just really would like to. I know improv is just not, it's prompted, but you don't write anything. But regardless, I just want to explore a lot of these things, and I find inspiration in all these things as a writer. You know what I mean? Especially coming from areas of hip hop, like we got everything, we got a history of everything. So I'm allowing myself to dive into everything, my nigga. That's that's what I'm doing. Shit. Um, I got a question, and this is my new series. I did this on Instagram for a little while. I think about 3 weeks, maybe 3, 4 weeks, something like that. And it's a small mini series called Say the Thing. So what I've decided to do was transition that as I kind of pull away from social media a little bit more and get more back involved with my own life and unplug from the matrix and get away from the rat race. You feel me? Like I'm done, bruh. I'm done, fam. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I've been out here going on 12 years now, a little over 6 years. This is the longest that I've been anywhere since I would want to say 18 years old. It's the longest that I've lived in any particular city since I was 18 years old. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? Transitioning out of the military as well into civilian life, and then going to undergrad, going to grad school, and then going straight to corporate. And I really gave myself no breaks, like whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like barely any vacations. I could probably name one for sure within that time span. Some small trips here and there, but most of the time I traveled, it was always due to like some type of collaboration or like work or, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to network. Like I love going to see the homie shows, and I have some incredibly talented friends that are everywhere. You know what I mean? Like all over the United States, yada yada. So I was just traveling. I went quite a few places in the States, but again, like I could only really like enjoy it part time. Like it really wasn't like a trip. You know what I mean? It was still work to an extent. Um, but now I am uprooting everything after 12 years, G. Uh, and I'm in this crazy period right now, like emotionally, you know what I mean, that it feels like the wilderness again, which is not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? I've been here before. I remember this place. The first time I came here, it was after some really tough times, after like crazy ass heartbreak. I ain't even gonna hold you. We'll get into that another episode. This is not the episode. But it was the wilderness. And I kept describing to my therapist, my bro Docs, my guru, man. He's not like licensed therapist, but he's certified life coach. And like he's top tier, man. A man has inspired me. Thank you, brother. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be here right now had it not been for the the belief and the power of having someone in your corner that like knows how to guide you in the direction of unblocking yourself from your own choices. You know what I mean? Like it's all based on choices, and having a guru that I can just, hey, let me swing this by you. Let me tap in with you. It's been a few weeks. Actually, it's definitely been like a couple months. I need to tap in. But we text. We be texting every now and again. Yeah, man, having Docs around, man, has been amazing. But I remember bringing this up to Docs a couple years back, and I'm like, yo, I feel lost. I'm in the wilderness, man. I don't know what to do. And he was just like, well, you have to get lost in order to find yourself. You know what I mean? And more so, you have to be willing to get lost in order to find yourself. And I took that to heart. Fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting ready to move to Southeast Asia. I say Southeast Asia right now because I don't have any particular place yet that I think I want to land. I'm going to start in Thailand. I'm going to visit Vietnam. I have some friends that I would like to visit in Cambodia. And, you know, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia, China's right there. The Philippines are close by. I got homies in Japan right now. I got a homie getting ready to go teach English in South Korea. I miss South Korea. I was stationed out there for like almost a year. Like, it was a good time. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I want to go. I'm embracing what has been deemed as slow travel, right? Here's the definition of slow travel right here. Hopefully it fits right here. If not, I'll put it in the description. And shout out to these guys for introducing me to that term. And shout out to this guy too, because I've been watching bro for like years now, man, and it's been inspiring. So I'm ready to make moves. Hopefully I can link with either one of y'all, and you know what I mean, we can break some bread, eat some pho, eat some fufu, wherever we at. I don't know, man. Y'all be all over the place, and I'm about to join y'all real soon. So I'm leaving, you know, and again, like I want to land somewhere. I might go and like teach English. I might just kind of chill out for a minute, but it's quite a few places where, you know, I just want to explore and just give myself an opportunity to not only rest, like intentionally rest, but also create, you know what I mean? And one thing about me, one thing about Q, my nigga, is I love owning all 24 of my hours. I promise you. That is like, time is the most precious commodity that we have as people. You know what I mean? And I love owning all 24 of my hours and not having to rely on, and there's nothing wrong with 9 to 5 or job or career or anything like that. Like, by all means, my nigga, get your money, get your bread up. You know what I mean? Get your bread. I just left my job after 2 years, and I'm happy with it because I wasn't happy in the place. You know what I mean? I wasn't happy in place. The work was cool, and that's pretty much what I have typically ran into for the bulk of the work that I've done in my lifetime. There's only one place where I was like, yo, I really enjoy this shit. And believe it or not, I was working as a houseman at a hotel in Kansas, the Broadview Hotel. I think it's called the Drury Broadview Hotel. It's historical, but it was just really cool being able to run around that entire hotel and get to know it, from top to bottom. But and I know that's like such an odd job, crazy odd job, yo. But I actually enjoyed it. I got involved with people. I got to know people from all over the world. You know what I mean? Like literally coming in and out of that hotel, which was an international hub, and I'm like, whoa, like this is phenomenal, man. Banquets and weddings and receptions, and it was dope. I did a square dancing convention, my nigga. That was interesting, but hey, we got paid that weekend, so Anyways, yeah, and I'm not new to big transitions in my life, as you can tell. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force for 8 years. Couple years reserve, and I got out, came to San Antonio for music, and I've been pursuing music professionally ever since. That is when I wake up in the morning. That's what's on my mind is like, how am I gonna get to it today? Can I network? Can I go to a show? Can I write a new song? Can I make some content? Can I record a video? Can I plan something? Can I collaborate with somebody? Can I put on an event? That's my shit. That's my shit, man. Elevated Media Company. This is my baby. She's been with me for about 5 years now. And shit, I'm not letting it go. I'm a grow it. I'm not gonna stop until this helmet is on every T-shirt, box of cereal, freaking bandana. I don't care. I just want the helmet on everything. I just want everybody to enjoy it as much as I do. You know what I mean? All it simply means, and again, we'll get into that later episode. But all it really simply means is, there's an opportunity to be a better version of yourself at all times, because the Most High gave us the most incredible power that any of us could ever possess, and that is the power of choice. And so, that being said, at all times we can choose to be a better version of ourselves, or rather a more elevated version. Yeah, you live in growth, you know what I mean? That's a beautiful place to be. But all this shit to say, you know what I mean, is I'm in this crazy phase of, you know what I mean? Like everything that I have known for the last pretty much 8 years has been controlled and organized pretty well, transitioning out of the military, going to school, going to grad school, and then going to corporate, you know what I mean? Like it was just, for the most part, pretty regimented, including experience with music and shit like that. But outside of that regimen, you know what I mean? Like regimentation, whatever. Outside of that organized outside of that organized as lifestyle, I'm starting to ask the question of what happens when you stop asking life for guarantees before you are willing to live it. You know what I mean? What happens when you stop asking life for the things that, are already set up for you, and you don't have to think about or worry about before you're actually willing to live your life and just be. And again, crazy time to ask this question, because I'm dismantling everything about my old life, and what I was taught to be and who I was taught to be as a person, as a grown man, as a black man, as a human being, you know what I mean, as a nigga. I'm dismantling all that shit, you know what I mean? I left my job, moving out of my apartment, I'm leaving behind friends that I've made over the last 8, 10 years, and family and shit, familiarity. The city that I've called home for this amount of time, San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? It's always love, man. Um, Possessions. Like I said, I'm giving all of my stuff away. Like my apartment, empty. I'm giving it to homies. I'm giving it to the Salvation Army around the corner. Um, Let it go. You know what I mean? Like I'm really just letting it go, and I'm even giving up the version of myself that knew what tomorrow was kind of supposed to look like, because I can't say that that version of me was actually happy. You know what I mean? Like I can't say that that version of me was for real happy. So I'm letting that go. I'm just casting it to the wayside. Cause he wasn't happy. He absolutely was not happy, and that's why we're here. You know what I mean? And this ain't new. I've been traveling. I've been planning this trip for over a year now, and it's time to go, gang. Like it's really time to get up out of here. Especially with all this going on right now. That ain't my business. Anyways, make sure you vote. Make sure you register to vote. Vote correctly, and we gonna continue to have a good life. But this ain't even about that. This is more so just about me doing something that's been on my heart for a few years now, even though I've only been planning specifically for this trip for about a year. Um, I'm doing all of this without being completely certain of what replaces everything that I've built over the last few years. And that's where the transition is. It's scary. It's terrifying a little bit, but it's also like exciting as fuck, yo. Like crazy exciting, man. You know, one thing that I spoke with uh, my guru about was the matter of safety in life. And he told me that safety wasn't real. Safety is just based upon perception. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own version of what safety means and what safety is to them. You know what I mean? And what's safe to one entity may not necessarily be safe for another. So safety isn't necessarily real. It's just perceived. You know what I mean? Based on your immediate environment. So I see life I used to see life like walking on a tightrope. And my job is to carefully get from point A to point B. And it's a far gap, you know what I'm saying? It could be a tightrope over the Grand Canyon, but, when you get over that hump, and it's just like, whoa, when you get over it, you made it, but any misstep, and all it takes is one KO. You out of there. Better luck in the next life if you believe in that. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm saying like maybe the goal isn't to make it all the way across. And that's what we spoke about. And I remember him saying, bingo. And, it was a really phenomenal conversation, but maybe your goal isn't, in actuality, isn't to make it across that tightrope. You know what I mean? Maybe it is to eventually step off, take the leap. And, for most of my adult life, I've chased the pursuit of security. I've always wanted to have something underneath me, a job, a home, a solid schedule, plan, the next move, 5-year, 2-year, 10-year plan, the weekly plan, the daily plans, And all these tools are phenomenal. They've helped me come a very far way in life, you know what I mean? Um, I was even on the phone with my mom's the other night, and I'm laughing because I was like, yo, y'all always told me as a kid, hey, make sure you have something to fall back on. You pursue music, make sure you have something to fall back on. I'm like, bro, I got multiple degrees, corporate experience, military experience. I got numerous things to fall back on. I'm chasing my dreams, son. I'm chasing my dreams, son. Yeah, I said I call mom son on the gas. She had to know what's up. You know what I mean? I love her to death. But yo, I'm stepping off, and as much as I pursue something that could tell me that I was safe, you know what I mean? I'm intentionally removing those things, most of them, and I'm choosing to find out what happens if I stop organizing my entire life and existence. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just plan everything, like, in terms of go to work or get a good job, go to work, make a family, make a happy family, work your whole life. I don't know, bro. I just life has to be life just has to be more creative than that, man. Like, and it is. Again, unplugging from the matrix. I no longer want to be part of the program. I'd rather write my own, and that's what I'm doing. And all in all, I'm trusting that as I step off of this tightrope over the Grand Canyon, the universe is absolutely going to catch me. Ashe. With this comes a little bit of grief, for sure. Again, I've built, a phenomenal brand out here, and I've been able to help create and craft a wonderful community of creators and musicians and artists and free thinkers and writers. And man, San Antonio is dope. For real, we can always get it cracking out here, always, at all times. But not even SA, Austin, Dallas, Houston, all my peoples everywhere, man. Like, we've been plugged in, and it's been love out here, festivals and everything. So I take that with me, but it's just transition. That's all. Like, I know how to do it here. I can do it anywhere. That's a skill that I picked up, and we just gonna expand. We not minimizing anything. So, my nigga, get your passport. Get your motherfucking passport. Come see me. Come see me. I'm gonna be, where I am. Just pull up. If you know, you know, type shit. If you know where I am, you know where I am. That's more than likely because I want you to. Pull up on me. And if you don't know where I am, well, don't pull up on me. It's simple. Don't leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I love being a Gemini, bro, because y'all could never. So what is my goal right now? What am I actually pursuing? Point blank, I'm pursuing a higher state of being. I'm not going to party. I'm not going to kick it. I'm gonna pop out every now and again, maybe a little bit, but you're gonna see me at some temples for sure. You might see me chatting with some monks if I can gain an audience. Like, oh my God, that would be a thrill, man, for real. But, I just want a better version of me, healthier, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And that's where I'm sliding to. I am a early practitioner of samadhi, meditations as well, potentially getting into life coaching, teaching meditations. I've really enjoyed them, the more and more that I learned from Guru. So I'm going and taking this journey for a better state of being for myself. You know what I mean? I want to go to grow my brand. I want to grow my persona, if you will, as QthaElevated. Which includes music and things like that. I'm always gonna make music, like forever, dog. I'm always gonna write. But I want to finish my book and then finish the follow-up book that I've already pretty much began to write already. And I will now have all the time to do this, plus travel and eat in random places. Yo, I'm 6'4" with dreads and freckles. I'm about to stand out everywhere in Southeast Asia, if not everywhere around the world. It don't matter. I'm used to getting gocked out already with a few more eyes, and I'm used to it from deployments in the military. So it is what it is. But I'm just ready to be with people whose lives look nothing like mine. I'm ready to eat with them. I'm ready to break bread. I'm ready to just have these conversations and just meet people, explore cultures, and actually be able to live within them, understand them from the inside out. You can't do that in like a few days. So I'm blessed to be able to spend a few weeks somewhere and just, exist. I'm going for rest, like real rest that you don't feel ashamed about, boredom, rest that means like the type of rest where I can just wake up and I'm like, damn, my nigga, I don't feel like working today. I just gonna go sit by the beach and I can do that all day and meditate all day and eat fruit all day and not feel bad about it or not feel like I wasted my time or my life. Like real rest. And I'm going for stillness. I am going for stillness. It's funny that I'm putting myself in motion to be still, but internally, my nervous system here in the States, at least right now, has just been crazy for the last year or so. And I'm over it. So that's my why. Here's the thing, right? This is me saying the thing. You get it? Don't worry about it. You'll get it later. Here's the thing. You don't always need to know what's on the other side of the transition before you realize that it's time to transition. Trust yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to let go, to detach from everything that you think you know, to detach from your perception of safety even. When you're willing to take a footstep forward in the dark, trusting that Most High got you. You know what I mean? That's the thing. When you know it's time to go and you're absolutely terrified about, but I don't know what's over there, fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? Nah, that's the perfect time. The perfect time. That is the absolute correct time to take the leap of faith, to step off the tightrope. You know what I mean? Shit, my nigga. Universe got you. Universe got me. I'm stepping off. And wherever I land, hey, it's going to be a good time. For real, for real. I'm already knowing it's going to be a good ass time. I'm going to make it a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. QthaElevated. I'm going to do this a lot more often, man. Yo, if y'all in Thailand right now, like I said, I'm going to be in Bangkok first week of September. And then I'm going to see some of my peoples in Phuket. If I can make it to Chiang Mai, I'm going to do that. If not, it's going to have to be another trip. I'm going to be out there for about a month, and then I'm going to just go explore and, You know what I mean? Where should I go? Where should I go after my first month in Thailand? What's popping right now? And I'm gonna be out there during the wintertime too. So, just let me know. Let me know about the weather. Let me know about any cool events. I'm a student. I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. And I'm here to teach too. For real, for real. So this is the first episode. This is transition, right? This is allowing yourself to trust the universe, to let go, to detach, and let the Most High take you where you're supposed to be, right? Let the universe guide you exactly the way your heart and your spirit belongs to a community. Maya Angelou said, you don't belong anywhere, you belong everywhere, right? The price is very high, but the reward is well worth it. And that's not word for word what she said, but you can look it up. It's close to it. I'm paraphrasing. But again, something else that I've taken to heart, that the world is my backyard. And it's time to prove it and walk in that state of being. So, yeah, that's the thing. Peace, y'all.